set. We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here we go. Shift. 21. Here we go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Right here. Mike's 54.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Right there, 54 Mike. I'm on. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Back. Go ahead. Hey, switch gears. One, Omaha.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Saints nothing. Josh Lambo to kick.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
47-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Switch! Switch!
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
On the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What do you need? Mike 20. Man, I got you.
To throw is Garoppolo. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st down, Saints.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a pick,
bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Switch. Big Ed. 21.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Saints nothing.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job. How that boy stepping up, Brian.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Sir Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A final return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
He was tackled.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Saints.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for only a couple. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 13. 13. Crunch. Out, 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 out.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Hey, Mike. I got this. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on second and 13. Allen, this will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
For Deontay Harris.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
21.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
65.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works free. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Allen. Finding Harris over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Deontay Harris. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He may try and run for this. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, New Orleans. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Right there. Let's go, D.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
The 38-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 29. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Saints.
On first down, this is Geis. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 24, Jaguars 14. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Garoppolo on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
41-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, gun. 11.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ball carried by
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Snap comes at one. Garoppolo. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out. He can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Garoppolo going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Hey, gun. 12, fellas, here we go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On play action, now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Again, Geis. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
And the ball carrier.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Deontay Harris.
From 3 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And again this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First and 10.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brings up 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 21.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
The line of
I
scrimmage.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together